been authenticated is exactly 50. This is unpardonable. This is unacceptable.
Sorry, the figure as of today is Deputy Governor is talking about is the figure as at Friday 50. As at Saturday yesterday, it rose, and this morning again 134 more bodies has been discovered. This only in Benue State. We are not telling you of the one in Zamfara and the one in Kaduna, Southern Kaduna. No, we are now telling you only what is happening in Benue State. And in Benue State, for your information, part of them are Biafra.
And this is something that we cannot continue to tolerate. And the message should be very clear. We cannot continue to do this.
Again, on Friday night, the attackers invaded Mbam community in Guma local government area. Eyewitnesses, including a father who lost 2 sons, tell their stories.
I left the way I was sitting outside. So
They attacked on Thursday. I think since Wednesday they have been attacking. They attacked Wednesday night. They attacked Friday night. They attacked Saturday again. And this man happened to lose 2 of his children the same day in the hands of the Fulani. And they are still calling federal government. If you watch the deputy governor saying, enough, we are standing to defend. You cannot defend anything with the Nigerian government because Nigerian state is responsible to whatever it is that is happening. So how you go call the people when one make the kill you finish, when they can't defend you? Think say they go defend you? No, they don't go defend you. Somebody wants you dead, and you are calling that person to come and save you. You don't work. You don't work. Una mentality must change. If una don't change them, una don't finish. If una don't change them, una don't finish. Una don't go.
hello, sitting with my children. Those 2 where they killed, one slept there. The other one, when he had gunshot, he was running. I don't know how they made him.
Lamenting the continued killings, Governor Samuel Ortom appeals for help from President Muhammadu Buhari.
Within the space of...
He is appealing for help from who? Muhammadu Buhari. And this Muhammadu Buhari is the same person that told you that these people that are killing you are hungry people, that you have to ignore them. They are hungry people from Chad, from Mali, from Sahel, that they are not serious people. You don't have to waste your time fighting them. These are the people that are coming into our country with AK-47, killing us, recruiting in Niger Republic. And the same Nigerian government is buying motor, giving them in Niger Republic. Now, make sure they understand what they have, where we they go, where we are going from where we are now. Immediately after the election, they resume their work. It's quite unfortunate that we find ourselves here. Those our family in Benue State, it's time you wake up. If you don't wake up now, I am sorry. If you don't wake up now, I am sorry. Now you go fight for your own freedom. No be anybody will help you fight them. Now you go fight them.
1 week, we're having more than 100 people killed. And if that continues, it may...
You hear Governor Tom? Under 1 week, we have more than 100 people killed.
And if that continues of 1 week, we're having more... Within the space of 1 week, we're having more than 100 people killed. And if that continues, it means we shall be completely annihilated from this country. This is not right. And so The president has charged the security agencies to stand up to their responsibilities. They've been doing so much, that I know. I know the challenges they have, funding, equipment. They are grossly inadequate to cover all the areas, but something has to be done.
You know, we have received 38. A good number of them that survived and reached here were attacked with intent to kill. We reached that conclusion with ease because if you look at the nature of the injuries, they targeted their head and neck region. To the glory of God, the 38 that came here alive are all alive as we speak.
From the scenes of the Friday night attack, the governor visited.
Now, I want us to see this one. Listen to this one.
No fewer than 36 people taking refuge at a primary school at Ngbam in Iye Council Ward in Guma local government area of Benue State have been killed by suspected herders. The incident happened between 9 and 10 p.m. Friday night. This is coming days after about 47 people were killed in a Kobe community Monday and 51 people at Umogidi community in Otobo local council on Wednesday. Maya Walkmato reports.
The sounds of crying mothers, sisters, daughters welcome the state governor at Mbam in Inyev Council Ward in Guma local government area. Community leaders and residents narrate what occurred.
Around 9 o'clock, we had a gunshot. We heard the scene almost more than 30 minutes. After the something finished, we came and we arrived. Many people was injured, many people died.
Those two where they killed, one slept here. The other one, when he had gunshot, was running. I don't know how they made him.
Not only persons killed and property destroyed by attackers, but also by stampedes. We proceeded to the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, where victims were also seen in their numbers receiving treatment. The chief medical director of the hospital gives details of patients under his care.
You know, we have received 38, 36 earlier in the morning and 2 this morning. Of this number, 20 of them are women or females, better ranging from age between 2 to 60. 10 of them are also children. Again, we observe.
Now let us listen to this their hangout and they hear what they tell you because they have the details of what happened, how long it has been happening, for how many days it has been happening. Watch out and hear yourself with your ear.
Yes, now the senseless violence perpetrated by headsmen in parts of the country has left a trail of devastation as lives have been lost, families torn apart, and communities shattered. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the extreme and killings of scores of people in Benue State within 48 hours. The president directed the Department of State Services, the Nigerian Police Force, and military commanders to enhance surveillance on every front to immediately review the security management in the affected areas. On Wednesday, no fewer than 46 people were killed barely 24 hours after the same village and Doma-speaking communities suffered an attack by suspected herdsmen that left 3 people dead. Also affected, suspected herdsmen on Friday attacked internal displaced persons (IDPs) camp at Agon in Makurdi local government area of Benue, with scores of people reportedly killed. This story is not funny, Julie. Benue State. I thought we had respite for some time, and Governor Otom has always been shouting about this headsmen farmers clash, and he has been saying that if calling on federal government to do something about it. Now, the number of people I'm seeing here, it's becoming unbearable and very worrisome. 46 people, and Monday before, people died. And you know, Nigeria, the way we keep figure, when you say 46, you are sure that we're talking about 50 something or 60 something people.
Well, about 87 people have died in 48 hours. 87.
87
Yes.
in 48 hours.
Yes, because
that's the documented figures.
Are reported to have killed in that IDP camp. This is a place, this is a secondary school that people go to a school where people who have been displaced by herdsmen attacks go to hide. Now, they went to that IDP camp. It's not the first time that these herdsmen go to an IDP camp to kill.
Sorry, you hear what Chide tell you? It is not the first time that these people go to IDP camp to kill. It's not the first time. But how many times do they go that you know? Only the one that come out and the one you know. The ones that don't come out, you don't know. Many of them will be covered. Many of them will not be, you will not see many of them on the line. You will not hear about many of them. They will not be covered. Nobody will hear about them. That means it did not exist. It did not happen. And the people die all the day for no reason. And some people may be wondering, what in concern you concern Benue State? Let me tell you, the same way they entered Benue and killed is the same way they are entering Biafra land to kill. And if you don't stop them in Benue, they are already in Biafra land. So we must stop them from coming into our land. So those people that were comfortable in IDP camp, when I don't say IDP camp, you know, if IDP camp is a Nigeria IDP camp. Nigeria IDP camp is the worst place anybody could be. It's the worst place. You better say they sleep under bridge. They free than today in IDP camp. So the only solution is freedom. You don't have anything to offer other than to fight for your freedom. So people of Benue said the earlier you wake up, the better for you. Because if you refuse to wake up, sorry, not your name. People of Benue, I know they talk of Jos and Makode and all the rest of them, and they talk of you, especially Benue State. Just imagine, just under 1 week, they don't discover 134 yet. Never discover finish you. They never discover finish. This because you know IDP camp they inside forest. As people they hear God, they begin their run. So they go they discover as they begin they look for them inside the forest, they go they pick the body they bring out. So far, under 24 hours, 134 bodies has been discovered. It's for you to know that Nigeria is nothing you can say it is your country. There is nothing to be proud of in this thing you call your country, Nigeria. Listen again, this is not the first time they are attacking IDP camp.
Herdsmen attacks go to hide. Now, they went to that IDP camp to kill people. It's not the first time that these herdsmen will go to an IDP camp to kill people. It's not the first time. It's not even the second time. So, why they would...
Is it that they are
killing...
We don't have people guarding those IDP camps?
They say the security is not sufficient. They will overpower them. Because in this case, even 2 policemen lost their lives in this attack. So you can put security men there, but if they are not sufficient, like the Chibok school, the famous school in Chibok, where they kidnapped, those girls, they had soldiers, but the soldiers were not enough. You see, sometimes when you imagine that, I have 20 soldiers, this place is protected. Do you know how many people are coming? Do you know the weapons they will carry?
The number of people that carry,
will
come to
they will carry the same weapons that you have because they do some reconnaissance of their own. We think they are ragtag, they are this, but they do reconnaissance. They have they use drones. So if they do reconnaissance, they know the number of people that you have on ground. They will then prepare based on the information that they have. So this is the situation that we find ourselves. 18 out of the 23 local governments in Benue State, these killings are happening. And way west, Guma local government, the local government of the governor, has been consistently attacked. A lot of the killings that have happened in the last 3 years have been in the governor's local government. And they even attacked his farm at a point.
Are these guys foreigners, foreign headers?
I cannot say that. I know that when it comes to killings, sometimes the militia here employ the services of foreigners.
Several you hear the governor
that they are killing people.
Fulani people from Mali, from the governor will be saying it from foreigners.
The foreigners join in killing our people. That's a fact. But it does not mean that Nigerians are not killing one another. Okay, the people who killed those
most of the time,
those people, the people who killed people in Owo, maybe they were arrested by DSS. Are they not Nigerians? Some of them from Kogi State. So yes, sometimes they bring in reinforcement from neighboring countries, but the fact still remains that these are largely Nigerians killing our own people. So in between 2015 and now, we have lost 5,000, up to the end of 2022, we had lost 5,138 people in Benue alone to herdsmen killings. In 2015, 1,177 people died. In 2016, it was 809. In 2017, just 43. In 2018, 440. In 2019, 88. In 2020, 2,131. In 2021, 172. And in 2022, 1,004. So there are years when it will seem that, this thing has gone down. But since January, we've seen a spike in attacks and a rise in the level of fatality in Kwande and so many other places. It's like they suddenly, in fact, since March, since after the governorship election, they've killed so many people. Maybe at this time in excess of 300.
Adekune, why do you think Benue is, like a prime target?
Historically, when you look at Benue, that's the food basket of the nation. So when you look at the population, the increase in population, predominantly farmers, they continue to do more farming, make use of the land. But unfortunately, people from the northern parts of the country, the pastoralists, the herders, so they found that place one of the best, environment for grazing their animals. So there is conflict between farmers and herders. So that one is not new. But recent politics, made everything worse. You see, I was joking recently during the, campaigns for the general elections, and we said all of a sudden, kidnappings, terrorism, banditry, everything seemed to have gone down. We didn't hear much of that during the campaigns. And somebody said, "Oh, the patrons are busy now." You got my point. If you look during the elections, during campaigns, did you hear of any?
No, because of the election time, they would want to report what is happening in the political.
Somebody joked that the patrons were busy at the time, and we all laughed about it. Okay, what happened? It's one day, one calamity.
You see what we are saying? Maze Sada Brawa. This is the language they use. They will always tell you it's farmer headers clash. They will tell you it's farmer headers clash. I want to ask a question, Maze Sonny. I wish you are here. The people where they inside the IDP camp, waiting they one clash with headers. You know, they have been deceiving people that when they kill, they will tell you it's farmers headers clash. Then ask yourself, what about those inside IDP camp? Are they farmers or are they headers? Who killed them? Now farmer killed them and then a header killed them. This will tell you how Nigeria has turned to what Nigeria has become. Nigeria is a place of lie, built on lie, living in lies. Nigeria. I wonder what Nigeria look like. I wonder what it is looking like. I wonder what it will continue to look like. During the election, there was nothing. For the 1 month of election, everything calmed down so that they go count their election. They don't count and finish. Then they talk of census now. If they want count census now, the killing and the killing and the killing and the killing terrorists will go into their shells. Have you asked yourself why? Simply because the organs, when they in charge, when they give order, when they give command, and they be government themselves. The organs are the government, and they be government themselves, and the people are not getting it. You think say that they give the terrorists order, when they go do what they do. Terrorists are doing what they are doing. They are getting instructions from the people in charge, from the people in authority. It's quite unfortunate we are here, and some people are saying, listen, who is this? Adeshina Oladimeji. You said, how will it come by propaganda or what? You are not telling yourself the truth. It can be achieved without shooting a barrel of gun. And all this ranting and blabbing on social media, just return home quietly and develop your region economically. How can you be developing another man's land and yours lay in West? Oladimeti, you are a fool. You are a monkey. You are a monkey, hungry man like you. If Igbos are not there, you will die of hunger. Don't worry. Campaign for if you are not a fool, if you are not dead man, just campaign that Igbos should sit at home. If Igbos will sit at home 1 month in Lagos, you will go. Lagos State will go bankrupt. Fools, monkey like you. So my people, whenever the government is doing anything that concerns them, the terrorists could go hide for one side. They go finish what they want to. When they finish up, they come back. Just imagine, immediately after the election, they don't swing back inside the island. They don't swing back into action. They are now, and they swing. They won't kill the ancient and modern. Get that book, whether they call ancient and modern, that they are now doing the past, the present, and the present participle. That is what they are doing. The ones when they for cases, they gather all of them under 48 hours. 134 bodies recovered so far. They never recover finish you. May God have mercy on us. They never recover finish.
One day, one wahala, one day, one problem. But throughout the campaigns, Nigeria became a peaceful country. And we were surprised. So when you now take it immediately after the election, then trouble started. Immediately after, February 25th, trouble started in Benue State. From February 25th and now, go and do your maths. How many people have died in Benue State alone? What's Benue now? So it all boils down to leadership. Because when I try to see in Benue State, is there no solution up to today? The governor-elect was saying the state is on ICU or something like that. Intensive.
Okay, Father Ale.
He went to meet President Buhari. And he closed down meeting to our politicians and sometimes he came out of the president's office and he was addressing the media. He said, the state he will govern is on ICU intensive care unit and he's ready to rest.
I know it's easier from outside to make such assessment.
It's easier.
It's easier.
At
some point, Autumn was seen as a champion of Benue people so much that he was even attacking the presidency at some point. What happened at last? He himself lost the people. Yes, he lost the people he was, saying to advocating champion. At the end of the day, the elections there showed that he failed miserably in that state.
The new administration, because I don't know, the new approach we have to deploy a new approach to our security, dual of our security architecture. We have to change it because we know that apart from these rangers and everything that the president-elect actually promised, we know that anything security is right on the table. How is he going to devolve power, or is still going to make sure that what is at the center is very, very effective?
Well, Benue is a peculiar case. I don't know anybody who can be governor of Benue who will not face this problem. They can ridicule Autumn the way they want. The former governor, the governor before Autumn, Suswam, almost lost his life in this same way west. In fact, I remember when I went to interview him, I collected the video. They almost killed him. The convoy had to escape. Can imagine, they attacked them. And when they were coming, it was cattle that was in front, like a screen. And they launched an attack on the governor. It got worse during Autumn's time. And Autumn tried to create...
In his own farm, he was attacked.
Yes, Autumn came up with the anti-open grazing law. Anti-open grazing law to ensure that you can't simply be grazing anywhere you like. You have to, and I think even the governor of Ondo State has done a similar thing. But that, in fact, worsened the things. I think that when it became clear that, look, Autumn is leaving, this thing went up. Some of the research that I have done show clearly that this thing went up in the weeks, just a few weeks before the election And after it, on 14th February, they killed 5 people at the Nagi community of Way West. Then, even on 20th January, they killed 8 persons near their LDP camp in Makodi. They beheaded those persons and took away their heads. On March 13 was just a few days to the governorship election. They killed 50 people in Kwande local government. Kwande is along the border with Cameroon and close to the Cross River border. 26th of March, they killed 5 persons in 2 communities, Chagu in Guma and Unji. So they've never stopped at any time in Benue. It's just like Zamfara. We were saying it here when the Minister of Labour said bandits went on vacation because of Naira redesign. And I said the facts show that is not true. And we reeled out the statistics showing that banditry never stopped. It never stopped. It's just a case of people focusing more on election. And during that time when people were preparing for the election, remember the issue of Naira redesign was also enjoying front burner. So they didn't focus on banditry. But it was happening. In Kaduna, it never stopped. Even in Kogi, it never stopped. There are so many cases that we can recall that happened. When they have said that is their own work. They do you go to work to anchor a program. That is their own work. If they stop, they will not eat. And when people say, "Oh, it's because of the Naira," this is absolute rubbish. We have seen people who ask bandits who ask for dollars. There was no time that they stopped kidnapping our people. And the facts are there. So we just have to come up with the right strategy to address this problem. The incoming administration has to get it right. They can't be killing our people in this way. They can't.
All right.
So this is what we are crying for. This is why we are crying. And some fools will still be making noise from behind, telling you are only on social media. You have to shoot God. You think you just carry gun and start shooting. But the good news for you, bad news for them is that Biafra is sure this year. We are not stepping back. We are getting Biafra, whether they like it or not. If they want hang, go hog transformer. When they go hang or hog transformer, if they want hang themselves, when they do that one quick. But one thing we must know is that Biafra is for sure. We thank God for people like Simon Egba that is here today. We thank God for Mazen Nandekano, even if he is not present here with us today, we still thank God for him. When you look at the things that are going on, that is happening today, you will know that you have no choice but to fight for Biafra to come. Because for Biafra to come is the only remedy you have. It's the only solution you have. It's the only answer you have to your freedom. If you don't fight, you get nothing. If you don't fight for your freedom, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it will be bad and too bad for you. We need freedom, and at the time we need this freedom is now. It's now. It's now. So we must fight for this freedom to come. Anywhere you are, anyhow you are, all I am begging is join hands together. In any way you can join hands, anything you know you can do, any way you are good at, I want you to know that what you need to do is freedom. Anything you can offer freedom. If you can bring anything, if you can add anything, add anything, but he spent